walking by the trail, and my friend Axel, and I saw something red on the corner of my eye. I thought it was like a dead animal beat up, or something. But when I looked closer, it was actually a person. I didn't know. It was shocking to see something like that. And I thought, should I just ignore it, or should I just call somebody? And I decided to call. My friend had other ideas about that. He wanted to like avoid the whole issue, but I thought was wrong with him. And I got in the phone. I'm sorry. I don't want to sweat it out so much of the relationship I've had with them. I'm glad I'm doing something right though. I'm glad I'm helping out. I'm probably used to seeing events like this all the time.
The Spoon Light Accessory, all for the low cost of 4 easy payments up to $12.99. This once-in-a-lifetime deal is only available for a short time. Our operators are standing by. Order now, order now, order now.
To order spoons, send check or money order to the address on your screen, or call the toll-free number 1-800-555-8250. Void where prohibited.
If you call within the next 10 minutes.
Breaking news. Local authorities have reportedly found the body of Kyle Gallagher, who was reported missing 4 days ago. He was found near Mission Pines Trail earlier this evening. While local police and authorities have not confirmed the body to the news media, we have spoken with local resident Hansel Proa, who was live at the scene.
It looked like a dead animal, but when I looked closely, it was actually a body. From Miles by any chance? Yo, dude. The bottom. You got some on the bottom too.
Thanks, I noticed that. Coffee, so I don't think it'll be easy to get rid of.
I feel that. It can be the hardest thing you've had to clean up before.
Yeah, I guess so.
I've seen you somewhere.
Yeah. I think I've seen you too before.
You were at the Pine Oak Trails during the crime scene. You were in that crowd of people.
Yeah, I was. And I was there because I just found out that my best friend was found dead. And you might have been a witness to that crime?
No. You misunderstood me. I was just reporting to the cops what I found.
Man, that's possibly the coldest thing I've ever heard. What are you doing out there? In the trails?
I was just passing by.
No, like, you must have been doing something.
Am I really that important to you?
Yeah, you could be. Let me try to get something. I think that you recently ended a friendship, so you don't care about anybody right now. So why should anybody care about you, right? Now, listen, what if we could put together a solution to find out what went wrong with your friends? Why were they so different? Why were they the way they are now? Here, let me tell you something about Kyle, my friend. He's a bit quirky, but a supportive friend, nonetheless. He always had my back whenever I needed a ride somewhere, and he always got me out of trouble whenever I needed it.
What kind of problems?
Well, about a year ago, or two, I decided to go back with an ex-girlfriend of mine. Because, you know, even though I had broken up with her, I still kind of had feelings for her. So I decided to go back into her life and make it up to her.
Make up what?
Make up for ghosting her, leaving her unseen, basically forgetting about her because she was honestly getting rather annoying. She was draining my energy, man.
This sounds so not like you.
I know, right? Anyways, I felt awful about the way they handled the situation. And I felt that there might have been more to our relationship that needed to be understood. So, you know, before we eventually broke up for real. So I decided to answer her messages back. You know what the weird thing is? She actually responded. After 14 months of being indifferent, she actually accepted my apology. It's almost as if she was just waiting for me to get back to her. So we decided to meet up at her place so I could give her a proper apology.
And Giga.
Yeah, I would not be telling you this if I didn't. So we went up to her place, talked out a few of the problems, had a good talk. But when it was time for me to leave, she was just not letting me go. I think she must have thought that once I was gone, that would have been done for good. So she did the only thing she knew how to do and went back to her old habits.
What were those?
Well, she was mad about me leaving, so she took out a box of razor blades from under her bed. And she threatened me by saying that for each day that I didn't text her I love you back and that I wasn't there, she would have to go. I was concerned, so I tried to swat the blade away from her, but she was trying to do the act. But she pushed me, hard enough that I actually fell back and knocked over a few of her things. But she didn't care about that. She was mad after all. So I told her I loved her, and that I would be spending the night with her all. And gave me this very warm-looking kind of grin. And she put the blade away and led me to her bed. Then she locked me in her room while she went to the bathroom to wash up. But she never once confiscated my phone. So I did what was best, and I called up Kyle to come pick me up. I snuck out through the window, got into the car, and told him what happened.
He really did you a solid.
Yeah, he did. He never once questioned my actions. I think in some way he related to me.
Well, in my eyes, these are just mine. But it looks like you committed a terrible act by just running away. If that was the way you think you solve things. But do you think if you're trying to look for something hard for again, and you find it, and you think about confronting it, do you think you're gonna run away from it?
I'll figure that out on my own.
I don't know. Your judgment doesn't sit well with me.
I mean, it can't be that rare to run away from things that might be a bit too tough to handle, right?
But your friend's death, will that be too tough for you to handle?
No, not this. I'll do anything it takes. I'll do whatever it takes to avenge Cloud.
You're not seeking for answers. It seems like you're seeking for revenge.
If only Kyle was here, I feel like things would be so much more different.
Enough with your grief already. Your sympathy and brooding thoughts are not what I need right now. If you think that's gonna help.
This feeling is not just gonna go away, right? Those answers, they're gonna be nagging the back of your neck. They're gonna keep haunting you.
It's no use. Your best friend died out of like what? A homeless man, was it? A week ago it was reported on the news. A sketchy homeless man, schizophrenic homeless man with blood stain on his toes is the one that murdered him.
Well, that never really sat right with me because, for one, that man was so deranged that you couldn't really understand what he was saying or doing most of the time. Sure, all the evidence may point to him, but that seems like too simple of an answer for me. And two, Kyle also had a small group of friends that he hung out with regularly. He treated all of us differently though.
And I'm guessing with the same respect, right?
I would guess so, but I actually never really dug too deep into his relationships, either with his parents, his ex, or the others. I just can't help but think that someone who knew him was responsible for his death.
Are you telling me something I don't know about Kyle? This friend of yours?
Honestly, that's about it. Other than he was just a friend to me. My best friend.
Well, my best friend, I only had one friend. He tried hard to kill me. He envied me my whole life and tried to murder me.
That's even more reason as to why someone who knew him might have wanted him dead. You want to help me find this killer?
Alright. I'll help you out.
Here. Take down my number. If you want to continue this conversation, just hit me up.
What's your name?
David.
I put you down as weirdo. I'm Hansel.
I'll put you down as loner.
You're taking off?
Yeah. I got somewhere I gotta be.
Hey kid, how are you? I made some dinner. You hungry?
I already ate, Dad.
What's your mom's favorite?
Stop mentioning Mom as if she were on her way home right now. We both know that you pushed her away.
Look kid, I cleaned up my drinking problem, picked up more hours at work, and I'm trying to spend more time with you.
I don't believe this. This whole imitation that you're trying to pull off, it's not gonna work on me.
Look, you just gotta give me a chance here.
Give me some time and we'll see how long you last to prove yourself. David, it's Hansel.
Hansel? Dude, what's the hurry?
It's just, I want to know more details about the investigation.
Dude, I'm gonna see you tomorrow at El Zapatio, okay? I'll give you some more details there.
Alright. Alright.
Alright, I'll see you in the morning then.
Oh, sir, can I get you started with something?
No thanks. I'm just here to catch Frank.
Hey.
Okay. So, what's your plan?
We're going to begin with stuff. I think it's only fair that you open up about what you did the day before the discovery. Then I will open up about what I did days before Kyle went missing.
I don't think I have much to share. I mean, I don't even know you.
Anything is acceptable. I just want to put together this array of information from what we've seen to what we've heard to what we'll know now.
Okay. Well, I was having a friend spend the night over at my place. His name's Axel. But we're not friends, just to get that clear. I was flipping through channels on the television until I saw the report of a missing person. During this time, my friend Axel, he wanted to get a beer. And I told him that I don't really drink. My dad's the one that drinks, and he has his beers in the red cooler underneath the sink. It was me and my mom's way of displaying that alcohol was something disgusting to us. And we wanted him to quit. But keeping them stored and hidden didn't hinder the fact of him stopping.
So, what about your friend?
Axel's not my friend. Anyways, Axel came back with beer in his hand and he said that I was just such a loser for not being able to tame my dad's behavior. He said that if I weren't afraid to drink, I would know my limitations better.
Did you think he was right?
Well, I didn't realize this, but he was testing me this whole time. He was, I don't know if he was jealous of me. I think he was jealous of me. He was envious of some quality in me. And I think he did know my limitations to substances and how to prevent matters from getting worse. But
You know, this is all very entertaining about your friend, but we're not here to talk about him and you. We need to talk about Kyle.
I thought it was maybe some connection.
With what?
Never mind. You're right. So, the missing report comes up on TV again, and I tell Axel about it. Kyle, that person.
The name from the missing report. His name is Kyle. Am I wrong?
Look, I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm just creating this story to you.
So, do you think that somebody's name that you don't even mention is less concerning than your ex-friend whose name you do mention because how influential he was to your life?
Yes, I do think that my ex-friend Axel is more familiar to me than your friend because, like I said, I had more serious issues going on. Than
Oh,
to
so
delve
it's because
myself.
your problems are done now, do you think you can invest time in something more than what your life is worth?
What are you saying?
I'm saying that my best friend died, and you did something about it when you found his body. Something you've been meaning to do ever since you laid your eyes on this case.
You sound sick by what you're saying.
Well, it's true. Shit, am I making fun of this? I'm making fun of how meek and stupid you were because you could have done something to prevent Kyle's death.
No, you don't know me. You think that this is more important to me? You don't know my problems or my intentions about
Well,
this.
I do now, and I think you could have talked about this case with your family and friends.
Axel is not my friend.
I said friends, you jerk off. What did it actually even do to make you realize he wasn't a good friend after all?
He wanted to reenact a terrible incident he did in the past. With me. I truly thought Axel was a good person. I could see how difficult it was to get along with somebody like that. And I know that he disliked me in multiple ways. Because of my intention of growing out of the city after high school. Right after high school, I had plans. I wanted to make my own life. I knew what I wanted to do. However, ever since this event happened, ever since the separation of my friends, I haven't found what I'm good at in life. As weird as it sounds, I don't know what to do with my life. I'm on pause. I'm on just this indecisiveness. I don't know. I don't know how to control this anxiety I have inside of me. I don't know what's so important about all this mess that's happening in my life, but Axel was the only friend that I had. He was the only person that kept in touch with me after all my friends were disconnected. And once I thought about getting rid of Axel from my life, that things would get better, but nothing's gotten better. I just don't understand it, and maybe I need to restart my life. Maybe it's already started. The next morning, Axel and I were walking down this trail we would always visit. We grew up walking through this trail for a while. It felt like memory lane, but also an end to our friendship. It felt like a goodbye to a place that I knew I was going to leave at some point. I just didn't think that it would be something Axel intended to do with me. I couldn't see the signals Axel was giving me.
What did Axel want to do?
From what I understood, before mentioning what he did to his younger brother, he wanted to murder me and leave me for dead in the ditch of the trail.
What did you find out?
The same day I found Kyle's body.
Are you sure Axel didn't know Kyle?
I never saw a connection with Kyle and Axel until this moment. Now thinking that, like, Axel's plan is macabre on me.
I agree, but it's such a great coincidence because I've never seen Kyle hang out with Axel before, and I know all of Kyle's friends.
Do you think Axel's a potential suspect?
Yeah, yes.
Same.
But I know we can't rule our options on just a single person. And I can't really grab away this idea that whoever murdered Kyle must have known him personally.
But the evidence is right here. Like, my story is proof about what Axel did and his intentions on doing so. We have it right here. Why run away from it?
Look, like, Axel, he was a young guy in shorts, right? Who was taken away by the police. I saw you give an alibi to the cops. What was it?
That Axel was responsible for the disappearance and death of his younger brother. Later on, the cops paid a visit to my place to get the statement right about Axel and I, hear it a bit more, see if it was true. And then a week later, they stopped coming. They left me alone. But this gave a serious impact on my dad. For some reason, he started cleaning up his act. He started sobering up. He started changing. But I doubt that he's ever gonna change. He's always had this pretentious look on him. He always mentioned that he would change. Even before I even existed, he should have changed. He thinks that he just hasn't been taken on life.
Look,
I don't understand it.
look,
He's gonna have a hard time understanding that, really.
pencil. It's actually behind Mars.
Yeah.
Cool. It's not a priority though. Here, I got something to show you. This is the map of San Diego. This shows the trails and the common roads where most of us live in this area. If we can trace the spot where you found Kyle's body to the spot to your home, to other spots where you, I, and the others have been in, we can narrow down this case faster.
What do you mean by others?
Your story and my story will be the only ones that we listen to in regard to Kyle's disappearance and death. What I'm saying is that we're going to interview Kyle's parents, 2 friends that I know from Kyle, and Kyle's ex.
Shouldn't we work private investigator on this case?
Why? You mean I think we're capable of doing this?
No, I'm just saying that, I don't think we're professional to be doing this sort of thing.
Look, Hansel, this isn't just about finding out the right answers that we need. This is about understanding the people that we see in our daily lives. And a personal attention. You get me? So let's not call it a private investigator.
I hope your plan is effective.
Oh, it will be. This is only the surface of it. I remember walking up this aisle on the way to school. Him and I would actually walk a lot. We would prefer to go on foot to many places. It felt like we didn't really want to go. And we also didn't mind the exercise. I think the both of us really just like exploring this little city. And our walks also just give us time to discuss things. There's where we met last Friday. We played a few rounds of soccer and we played with 2 of his friends.
That was 4 days before Tuesday's discovery.
Yeah.
Those 2 friends, who were they?
Bill and Blake. They were the 2 closest friends to Kyle besides myself. But they couldn't be any more different from one another. Bill was a shy and sentimental dude, and Blake was just a straightforward asshole. Honestly, they should be here with me helping out with the investigation, but instead it's just myself doing what he would have done if he was in my place.
Well, you brought me here for a reason, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. And even though I've been a bit pushy, I'm glad that you're here with me. I really do appreciate the help that you're giving me. So Kyle and I met up with Bill and Blake. We played a few rounds, then Kyle took me aside and talked to me about problems he was having with his girlfriend. He was getting really irritated due to her immaturity, her lack of determination with things. She was displeased and easily vexed too. He actually had plans of breaking up with her, but things were kind of complicated.
What was complicated about it?
He was dating someone who wasn't of age yet.
What?
Yeah, he got into some trouble with her parents because of that.
Wait, hold off. Why was he doing this in the first place?
Look, keep this on the normal, will ya? Not everybody knows about this relationship. It's kind of a secret.
A secret he was keeping others away from and trying to get rid of?
Look, everybody makes mistakes. Then they find people to better themselves with in life.
You're irrational in seconds. You know that? I thought your friend was nice and that you were against injustice.
Injustice? No. I'm doing this because I want to help out a friend. Not because there's any justice in it. Basically, I'm making my own actions and my own decisions.
Same here.
What?
I don't want to be a part of this anymore.
So you're just gonna walk away like that, knowing that something true and worthwhile is happening here? simply because it's against your morals, right? Cancel. I have nothing against you.
But I do with you.
So that's how you face your problems? You just ignore them and... This isn't even about you. And you're taking this personally.
Look, I don't need your fucking help, okay? I have a severe issue trying to resolve my hatred for things that don't seem fit to be happening in my life. My dad, for example, is an alcoholic, and your friend is a fucking dumbass. I don't see the value in helping out either of them if they were meant to be punished.
And who are you to say that? Who says they deserve to be punished? Are you saying that, or is someone else saying that for you?
It's a fact.
No, it's your judgment, dude. Think what you want about Kyle, but this investigation is what we're focusing on.
This investigation centers on an idiot that ruined a young mind, and I'm not on board with that.
There you go again, you're taking this personally. Who's to say we all haven't had a bad friend, huh?
But you're supporting your bad friend.
Have you ever thought, what if you were still friends with Axel after he told you that he wanted to hurt you? After he told you that he wanted you lost, only to be found again?
I'd make the terrible decision of making him a friend again.
You miss Axel as a friend, don't you?
Fuck you, you didn't know him.
Yeah, I didn't know him. But the more that I talk about him, the more that you seem to miss him. Huh? For the person he was, and the lifetime that he shared with you, don't you miss your friend?
Yes.
And you know what's sad about that? That he wasn't really your friend. But you considered him one. Look. It's okay to miss things in life that were never meant to be. You get some time to process them, and then you get to build character. So let me put it to you like this. I'm looking for answers for my friend's death. If you really want to talk about justice, then let's find out who murdered him. You can think what you want about Kyle, but I feel like he at least deserves that. I want to find out who was behind all of this before he gets any worse.
What can be worse?
To live in doubt. Maybe we never find out the reason the guy is dead. Maybe there's a vendetta against him. Maybe there's even another guy.
Why does this matter so much to you?
Because he was my friend.
Am I your only friend now?
You're all I got.
Kyle didn't tell me much. He had a mind of his own. Wherever he went, he just took off without letting us know where.
Well, did you or your husband ever question Kyle's distant behavior?
We stood always away from his privacy. We didn't try to get into his situation, what was going on, but we should have tried. We got help from him, with a psychologist, but he never arrived. He never came. He talked about school. He talked about his high school. He had plans. He talked about work. He also talked about a girl he liked, of going places. But that's all. That's all. We couldn't get close to him. We just couldn't.
Did you think this could have been the cause of a possible lack of attention at an early age?
It could have been. It could have been. We tried so hard. Maybe he thought that, like being the only child, he wanted more family to be around him, like his uncles. he referred to his uncles, his siblings, his aunts, but never us. Never us. Maybe he wanted a brother or sister, but Joseph and I never thought about that.
Were you two fine with just having one son in your lives?
We didn't took that time.
What happened during the time before Cal's disappeared?
Well, I was in the living room watching TV. Becky was getting some teriyaki bowls to prepare dinner. We waited for Kyle to come home, but it was getting late, and so we ate without him, but we left his plate on the kitchen table so he can help himself when we got home. He never arrived, so we started calling some of his friends, and that didn't go nowhere, so we called the Amber Alert Services. And then after that, we printed some flyers. We went out to the public searching for him. We went to shopping centers. We went to grocery stores. Some people came to support us. For example, Dave right here, he was one of them.
Yeah, I remember that.
And the neighbors, some relatives came out, and we did a laborious search for him, an endless search for him, and until they found his body. Excuse me.
We can't do anything about it. Oh. Could you please leave? I need us alone, please, for a moment. Joseph does not have to put things together. It's so hard for us, but I'm sorry, but just leave. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, Kyle was a completely different story when he was at home. Said it to you, said it to others, obviously he said it to David. Because he didn't like his parents and he felt like he wanted everything to start somewhere else.
But how does this all make sense? He went to his parents' house for support, but Kyle's parents supported him, despite his aloof remarks.
Is that what they told you?
Like, you've given Kyle a shelter to stay in, been a friend for him. I can see that. But that also makes you a suspect into this.
I had nothing to do with this little excursion on the way here, okay?
You making sure that he got home makes you an accountable suspect for his whereabouts.
Are you guys serious? Is this
So all we're saying is that maybe you personally didn't have anything to do with it, or maybe you know someone that did.
Look, man, I don't know shit. I have nothing to do with Kyle's murder or death or disappearance. You can ask Blake.
Blake, why the fuck are you bringing me into this? Huh? Is he actually done with class? Huh?
We're not gonna get physical, are we?
We're supposed to be friends
Unless
with
I
you.
have to.
David, we don't have to. We're just questioning him.
David! Stay back! Stay down! Are you hiding secrets?
Oh, it's been a tough time for me, Davey. My friend dies, I'm going through detox. What the hell am I supposed to do? But it's not like you were ever there for him. What did you do? He would only hang out with you when he had time. Well, look here. Any time was good for him.
You didn't do anything to help Kyle, huh? All you did was get him into weed, into cocaine, and make him do harder stuff? How do you think that was helping him out, huh?
I can't breathe. Damn, let's go.
David, we're not getting into this.
Let's go talk with Blake. Let's go talk with Blake. Maybe he'll know something.
Kyle would always say that his parents were disconnected from the stories he tells us. His personal life was, remote and boring, Him and his parents would just stay at the house and, dine in, watch movies, just stay there all day, really not go out.
It's understandable that anybody would want to leave.
I'm surprised, out of the three of us, he didn't know that already, considering you're the closest to him. Well, besides Marylin.
Who's Marylin?
His girlfriend.
How'd you been?
Fine. What do you two want?
This is my friend Hansel, and he's currently helping me out with an issue.
We're both trying to piece together the events that led up to Kyle's disappearance and later his death. Knowing that you were Kyle's girlfriend, we think that you might know more about Kyle than us.
You could be really helpful to our investigation right now.
This is bullshit. I'm doing much better knowing that bitch is 6 feet under me.
I mean, at least you're on, Marylin.
You must really love your friend to keep defending him while he's dead. I'm not gonna help you guys. Goodbye.
Wait, why didn't you like Kyle?
It doesn't matter.
It matters to me. Why didn't you like Kyle?
He would get physical. Kyle would always clean up my condition instead of his. His parents, they know we were dating. Kyle would only share his life with his close friends. He was a charming person, an extrovert, and a hedonistic abuser to me. He would take pictures of me while I slept. He would tie me down to his bed and do whatever he wanted with me. He would put his hands in my pants when he was bored. And I would repeatedly tell him to stop. I was sodomized by him multiple times. And whenever I would talk to a new friend like you, they would tell me that relationships had its sexual moments. And it's normal. Maybe it was. But I was uncomfortable. I felt like I wasn't ready. I felt like myself wasn't ready for what he wanted. And I don't think he respected my standards, what I imagined love would be like with him. I didn't know how to get out of it. I didn't know how to get past him. I just feel so much relief now that he's dead. You have no idea. What's said is said. Dave knows about this, but he doesn't want to talk about it.
What did you do when Kyle's father tried to get a hold of you?
I didn't know he was trying to contact me. It was already midnight. I was asleep by then because I had to work at 3 in the morning the next day.
But you do stay up sometimes, don't you? Playing games at night, maybe even get a visit from your girl.
Well, for your information, jackass, what does it matter to you what my personal life consists of? I was asleep around that time, okay? I didn't get back to Kyle's dad because I knew Kyle was bound to go missing.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Kyle didn't like his parents. He would always tell me how he didn't like them and he was thinking about running away for some time. So when I found out he was missing, it wasn't really a surprise to me. Sense of all the reasoning he gave me.
Such as?
Well, from time to time he would be slinging dope and Oxycontin under the I-5 bridge, some junkies.
Did you know about this?
Look, I was thinking of a way of bringing it up, his past life and like he used to do before.
Seriously, David? I understand that now Kyle was a drug dealer from our outside friend when you could have told me about this.
Look, don't feel so bad. I don't even consider you guys to be friends anyways.
We're in this together, David. you and me, we're trying to figure out this investigation. We're trying to crack it. And yet, holding back information is sabotaging our trust. Do you understand that?
Look, you didn't know Kyle the way that I did. So, I just didn't think you had to know everything about Kyle.
Explain yourself. Please.
I just think something should have been kept secret from Kyle.
This is an investigation we're delving into. Aren't you and I trying to find the probable causes to this?
Yeah.
Then why are you hiding this information from me? Why are you hiding secrets? Ever since we came back from Bill's house, Bill could have told me. Well, you could have told me back then, too. But after all I've been hearing so far, I can evaluate now that Kyle was a piece of shit.
Point is, Kyle is dead. And maybe that's for the best.
What? Don't do anything stupid.
Man.
Just sit down.
Stay out of this.
You know what my
Or I'll
problem
take
is,
you up, too.
David?
You're taking this personal. Come on.
Listen.
We talked about this. Come on.
You take things
calm down.
way too seriously.
Look, I'm just here to help out a friend, okay?
Relax.
Are you? A dead friend?
Come on, sit down.
Why does it matter?
Ease it down.
I mean, you do all this for what? Like, at the end of the day, you're never gonna realize, like, all your faults.
Just listen, convey. Listen and take it.
Blake, stay out of my fucking life, okay?
You first. Get the fuck out of my house.
That's the last time you try to calm me down. Look, I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking.
You lost your control, and you thought that I was standing in your way.
Yeah, well, haven't you ever wanted to get back at someone who was contradicting you?
Of my decisions? Yeah. I have. And I did before. Who was it? My best friend. Who wanted to hurt me someday. And that's different from standing in my way.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what I did back there. In the future, I'll try not to lose my nerve like I did before.
I'm not sure I totally agree with the way you're advancing with this investigation.
And why is that?
You're taking this too personal.
Look, Hansel, I need you to understand. This is just how I do things. This is how I get shit done.
No, Dave, there's a better way in doing this. We're
Hansel,
not fixing any.
There is no better way.
You're becoming too unstable, David. Look at what you did to Bill. Look at what you did to me. You think you're making things better? You keep hiding the facts, the ugly truth about Kyle.
Well,
And
let
I
me
don't know
figure
why
that
you
out on
do.
my own, will ya?
Where are you going?
Leave that to me to figure out. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll meet at the grill, yeah?
Ansel, you got your sweater.
Yeah. I didn't come here just for my sweater.
Look, man, if you're trying to get more information out of me with the whole Kyle thing, it's not gonna happen.
I know. I think I've heard enough about Kyle, though. I want to know more about David.
Oh. Smoke?
No.
Look, man. Are you straight edged or something?
I'm trying to quit.
Right on. Look, David's a runaway. Most people don't know that about him, but I feel like you should know it since you were close to him.
Where's he staying by? Do you know that?
You know the abandoned warehouse next to the railroad tracks in National City?
Yeah.
You'll find him there.
Okay. Do you know anything else more than that?
That's all you're gonna get out of me, man.
Why?
Look, I don't approve of David's methods or the people he hangs out with, so... Look, you got your sweater. If you're not gonna have a cig with me, that's fine, but I need you to fucking start walking that way. I don't want to see you or David in my house ever again. Otherwise, I'm gonna call the cops.
What did he ever do to you?
It's not what he did, man. It's what he does. I feel like an idiot talking to you. But I'm gonna be honest with you, man. You're fucking dumb for hanging out with David.
It's a good thing you set a time for us to meet. It would have been difficult for us to get in touch again.
Yeah. I forgot to check my phone at home.
You live by yourself?
Yeah.
How's that like?
Not gonna lie, it's pretty damn lonely.
You been down these trails before?
Yeah, I have. Months ago, though. I wasn't really doing that well.
What happened?
If you don't mind, I would like to keep that story about myself to myself. No offense.
None taken. You witnessed anything horrendous?
I mean, not only that, but those were the toughest fucking moments of my life. This vast area, it was home to a fucking tragedy that I was living in.
What made it stop?
What?
What made your life take a turn for the better?
How?
You must have been a pretty supportive friend for you to get you out of this.
I mean, funny enough, he actually wasn't really supportive of me doing this.
And what was that?
I mean, it helped me realize what I was doing wrong in my life. And I just couldn't help but feel like a shittier person just for being his friend.
You're not saying it, but you're referring to it. Did you used to live your life as a junkie?
Dude, I said I didn't want to talk about this.
Why not with me? I'm trying to consider you my friend.
Well, then let's keep it at that.
We talked about secrets, David. What you know can help out with this investigation.
I don't see how. How's it gonna do that?
You keep indulging yourself into Kyle. That's only making things worse for you.
Don't tell me what's good or bad. Because you're here for the wrong reasons too.
At least I admit my own faults.
Go fuck yourself, Ansel. Until now you finally realize that what you're doing here is harmful?
I can quit?
No. It's not as easy as you think it is. You're such a fucking joke right now. Dumbfounded and led on by a sober instigator for depression.
You know what? You cost me a waste of my time.
I cost you a waste of your time? Of my time? Of Kyle? You're here because you want to be here, Ansel. Leave if that's what you think is best.
Alright, Dave. I know we both fucked up. I know we both had our struggles in trying to work together and fix this. But let's just finish this.
I knew you weren't going to back down.
You think we'll find anything once we reach the bridge? It looks pretty desolate from a distance.
I don't know. It's a pretty dark tunnel.
What can we expect? A low-life's hiding spot?
I'm not gonna lie to you, but what we find down there probably won't be great.
Look, you didn't tell me the full scope of this investigation. You didn't tell me what was really going on about Cal's parents, about what he did to Marylin. You didn't tell me any of that shit.
And yet you accepted it.
You know what? Fuck you and your shit.
Say that shit again, and then I'll get your dead next.
dude. Hey, what's wrong? You're not gonna even look at me?
Hey. I thought I would find you up here.
I've been thinking about a lot of things. About this investigation. About our friendship. About your life. About my life. And I don't know if I want to continue with this.
Cancel. Let me apologize.
I'm not forgiving you for the other day.
Then let's move past that. What do you want me to do?
I just want you to think things through.
Then let's walk and talk. Come on. Let's take a walk. I know there's a lot of profession in me. And there's also a lot of unintentional actions I've been taking. And yet, here I am, freely on and about, conducting around this dilemma. At least I see it as a problem.
No, you're right, David. It is a problem, but it's a problem that you're facing.
I don't know whether to think selfishly of you or from a standpoint from what you're telling me.
I'm being honest with you, dude. You're consuming yourself in this stress for inequitable reasons because it's consuming you. It's affecting you from a third-person point of view. Don't get me wrong, like, I see what you're trying to do. I see some logic in it. But in reality, all in all, you're just mourning for your friend. You find it hard to believe that he's dead now. And I get that. Wait, where are you going?
We're gonna go to Bill's place. We're gonna go steal his stash.
We? No. There is no we anymore.
Then why the fuck are you still following me, huh?
It's not right what you've done, what you've been doing, where you're headed to. What are you now, a returned junkie? Returning to your old habits because you've lost a friend? Oh wait, we found him in some long forgotten trail.
You found him, and you better shut the fuck up before I start making you eat dirt.
I really wish we could help each other out, David. I wish we could outgrow our differences, but I guess not.
Nothing's gonna change, and it never will.
You know what, David, you're right about that. Nothing's gonna change, and it never will. You know why? Because Kyle died for the right reasons.
Hey. Hey.
Oh, hey.
Where's the fucking stash?
Do I fucking know you?
Listen to me. Doesn't matter who the fuck I am. I just need to take the edge off. Just tell me where the stash is.
Hey, calm the fuck down, alright? Go look in there. Hey! Hey! Where the fuck you going?
What?
They're gonna come after you.
Trust me, no one's gonna come after me.
What the fuck are you talking about? Those people aren't to mess with. Once they find you, they're gonna kill you and take the stash back. Stay here, man. If you're gonna do anything, I'll look after you. Hey, shoot, what the fuck? Stay with me, stay with me. Hey, holy fuck. What's your name, dude? Hey, stay with me. Fuck.
Dad? Blake?
Don't get up too quickly. Doctor said he had abdominal trauma. Concussion? Fucking A, man.
You brought me here?
Yeah.
How'd you find me?
You were lying on the ground when I was making my way back home.
Why'd you save me?
Because I know what it's like to be used. I know how hard it is to stop doing dumb shit. Believe me. I used to be in your shoes at one point. Felt like I couldn't change anything.
So am I a mirror of your past?
Hazel, you're someone that needs help. You just don't know where to look for it.
I don't know where to start.
I'll let you think about what I said.
I know you're leaving, but can I talk to you about something?
Sure.
Are you by yourself? I don't know how to express this to you, but I feel like you want to help out. I don't know if David...
I don't talk to David anymore. He left me about a week ago, and I haven't seen him ever since.
How sure are you that he won't come back?
I just know. He would reach out to me whenever we would go out scouting and questioning people. Sometimes even venting out our own personal problems in life. The last time we met, things got a little out of hand and there was just nothing I could do to stop him. I knew that what he was doing was pretty shitty. But I don't want to come back to that. I don't want to be the person I was before. Look, if you're gonna come here talking about Kyle, I don't give a shit about him.
I don't miss the person.
Look, I didn't mean to imply it that way.
Well, every time I see your fucking face, you remind me of the time you questioned me about Kyle. I forgot your name.
Cancel.
You made a big mistake coming into this.
So why'd you come to talk to me?
To confess, I feel good. You deserve to know what happened to Kyle.
I don't want to hear this.
I don't think you have a choice. I can't keep the secret to myself.
Well, why don't you talk to your friend?
No.
Marylin, look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what you went through.
Do you care about this or not? I was walking home from school when I remembered that my friend Monty had lended me some scissors. So instead of going back home, I took a detour and walked the Mission Pine trails so I could get to Monty's house faster. Out of misfortune, I ran into a homeless man begging for change. He said,
"Hey miss, got any money? I just can't be living out here on my own. I just got so much fucking pain in my chest. I can't live without my. Please. I see some of your crackhead friends come down here in the trail. So if you got any money, then what do you have? Huh? You got anything to give to me, huh?"
He was miserable, but then he came down to his point.
I've been thinking about killing myself. Or someone, I don't know. But I just don't have the strength to do it.
I started to think about Kyle and how much life would be better without him.
I can't go to jail. I'll do anything to get a roof over my head and a meal every day, please.
I started to think about the scissors in my backpack, the place, the homeless man, and their future. So I asked the guy to take the fall for a murder I would commit in the next hour. I told him to stay, wait for him. Monty didn't know for sure if I was going back to her house. My parents were coming back home late. I knew that Kyle would go down to Mission Pine trails when he was sad. And by luck, I found him. He was somewhat sad. I drove him for a smoke. He told me no one could tolerate me like I can. He just nodded my head. He reached into my bag. Told me, "What you got?" I told him confused. He has to close his eyes while I told him. As soon as he closed his eyes, I went for the gun. I fell back, and I took the scissors and stabbed him. I stabbed him, hoping it would hurt. Lasted for maybe about 5 minutes. Then I got back up with the homeless man and handed him the scissors. It was already getting dusk by this time. When I had came home, I noticed nobody had arrived yet, so I gave me the perfect time to bleach and throw away my clothes. My parents didn't suspect anything since they're always asking me for me. I told Monty the scissors got lost. I didn't stress anymore about Kyle until his name was brought up. Goodbye now.